Welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about current electricities. In that one, second part we will discuss. In that one we will include electromotive force, that is in short EMF, terminal potential difference, resistance and combination of resistors. Combination of resistors, that is the resistances in series combination and in parallel combination, and internal resistance of a battery or cell, that we will discuss. So let us start. What is electromotive force? What is electromotive force or EMF? EMF, electromotive force. As per the name, it is appearing us that it is a kind of force, but it is not a force. It is not a force. What is EMF? It is the amount of work done required to circulate unit charge throughout the circuit once. In a complete circuit, if unit charge is circulating, then for that what will be work done per unit charge, that will be called as electromotive force or EMF. So by definitions we will see, we have electromotive force of a cell. The electric cell maintains a constant difference in potential between the two conductors called the electrodes or terminals by a chemical reaction to obtain continuous flow of charge between them. That is the concept of electromotive force. So we can observe about the two diagrams. Here it is a cell. This copper plate act as the positive and this is the negative. Zinc plate is negative, and what is inside a chemical, that is the dilute sulfuric acid. That chemical dilute sulfuric acid will be called here electrolyte. Okay, so this positive terminal is represented by plus and negative terminal is minus. It is a cell in open circuit. Now what is open circuit and what is the closed circuit? Open circuit, this positive and negative terminals are not connected by any other resistance or any other component of electrical component. So it is open, and as we connect it with the resistance or any electrical component, so it will be closed circuit. Another way, now this is the condition of open circuit, means charges can't flow through it, electrons can't flow through it. It is an open circuit. Okay, next part is when no current is drawn from a cell. When the cell is open circuit, no current, no charge, the potential difference between the terminals of the cell is called electromotive force. In this case, it is electromotive force. But I was defined different concept of electromotive force. Both are same, but we will discuss about that. What I was said, it is here. The EMF of a cell is defined as the energy spent or the work done per unit charge. Simply it is work done per unit charge in taking a positive test charge around the complete circuit of the cell. That is electromotive force. By the diagram we will understand it later on, but just by definition we can remember it. So what is EMF? It is work done required to circulate unit charge, work done per unit charge required to circulate throughout the circuit once. So work done per unit charge. It is electromotive force, and from here only we can find out whatever energy is spent during that one, that will be Q into E. E is the EMF. E is the EMF. Terms must be clear. E is the electromotive force, EMF of a cell, and W is the work done required, and Q is the charge. Q is the charge flowing through that circuit. Okay. Further, factors affecting the EMF of a cell. Electromotive force of a cell will depend on the two factors. One is the material of the electrodes, like here in this case material were copper and zinc. So it will depend on the reactivity of these two electrodes. And second is the electrolyte used in the cell, means which chemicals we are going to use. Here dilute sulfuric acid we have used. So factors affecting the EMF of a cell are two factors. One is the material of the electrode and second is the electrolyte used in the cell. Okay. Next term is terminal voltage of a cell. Terminal voltage of a cell. Terminal voltage, when current is drawn from a cell, when the cell is in closed circuit, the potential difference between the electrodes of a cell is known as the terminal voltage. Another term is here, the terminal voltage of a cell is also defined as work done per unit charge in carrying a positive test charge around the circuit connected across the terminals of the cell. So, and one more term I will discuss. After that, overall we will discuss what is concept behind it. Voltage drop of a cell. What is the voltage drop? The work done per unit charge in carrying a positive test charge throughout the electrolyte is called the voltage drop of the cell, and voltage drop, it is a small v, that is W by Q, work done per unit charge. So every time voltage will be work done per unit charge. Now what we observe over here, we will see carefully this diagram, and in this diagram lot of things I have to write. Capital R, here capital R is the external resistance. Capital R is external resistance. One term will be small r, which is called the internal resistance. Internal resistance. What are these things? I will explain it. And capital V is the terminal potential difference. Terminal potential difference. Small v is the potential difference or voltage drop, we will say simply. It is voltage drop. Voltage drop is again, it is kind of potential difference only. Voltage drop. Everything I have mentioned over here. So what we can say, I will tell you about internal resistance first of all. Like we talk about a battery. Battery have two terminals. One is two electrodes. One is positive, another is negative. Positive and negative. And those electrodes are in between between these two electrodes. There are the chemicals. Different chemicals. Here dilute sulfuric acid, and in dry cell ammonium chloride is there. So these all are what? Chemicals. Now chemicals are the good conductors. Throughout the chemicals current can flow, but chemicals also opposes the flow of charge. That causes internal resistance. That is called the internal resistance. So what is the internal resistance? It is the resistance offered by the electrolyte. That is internal resistance. So later on we will see. Okay. So here what are these all the terms? Just I will mention. This is external resistance. Capital R is the external resistance. I have mentioned over here. It is the external resistance. Means it is connected through the circuit. So capital R is the external resistance. Now here, what is the electrolyte in this diagram? Electrolyte is the dilute sulfuric acid. Means what chemicals we use, that is the dilute sulfuric acid over here. So in dilute sulfuric acid, of course, there are the two polarities or two terminals. One is positive, another is two electrodes also, we can say positive and negative. So electrons we know कि direction of flow of current is from positive to negative. This is the direction of current. So electrons will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal. Electrons will flow in this direction from here to here. Electrons. So of course electrons are flowing through the dilute sulfuric acid, which is the chemical, and this chemical is called electrolyte, and electrolyte also opposes the flow of electron. And flow of electron, opposition of flow of electron, it means opposition of flow of charge, and opposition of flow of charge, if it is acting per unit time, then that is called the current. So due to this electrolyte, current also will be opposes, which causes resistance, and resistance due to electrolyte is called internal resistance, because it happens inside the battery or cell. So internal resistance, later on it will be mentioned to us in notes, it will be given. So I hope basic idea is clear now. So across this one there is the terminal potential difference, that is V. We can conclude from here to here also, here to here, that is terminal potential difference. But ideally we write from here to here. Across the external resistance, what is the potential difference? That is the terminal potential difference, V. And voltage drop will takes place inside the electrolyte. And EMF, if the charge start from here and it goes here, here, and again comes to this point again. Now circuit is complete. So for whole complete circuit, whatever work will be done to circulate unit charge, that is from here, Q not from here to again till here, then that will be called as EMF, electromotive force. Okay, we will discuss about it later on also. So just see, voltage drop of a cell, whatever I have mentioned over here. The work done per unit charge in carrying a positive test charge through the electrolyte of the cell is called the voltage drop. And this voltage drop, fine, voltage drop due to, okay, voltage drop in a cell, and voltage drop of a cell is work done per unit charge. It is a small work done. And here in case of external, this potential difference we will write capital W. Why I will write these all the things again I will discuss further. So now we have that term, relation between EMF, electromotive force, and terminal voltage, electromotive force and terminal voltage of a cell. We have to prove E is equals to V plus V. First of all, we should, what is E, what is V, what is a small v, every term we have to write. So just I will write. What is in this diagram, what we are observing? First of all, it is a closed circuit. This circuit was open circuit. I will write over here. This circuit is open circuit. It is a open circuit and this is closed circuit. This is closed circuit. So for closed circuit, closed circuit, what we are observing, that's one simple form is here. This closed circuit can also be given by this way. This is the battery or the source of EMF, which is here, entire part, it is equivalent to this, and external resistance is capital R. So V is the terminal potential difference across it, and what will be voltage drop across it, that will be small v. So we can write all the terms. First of all, here potential difference between these two means in electrolyte, that will be small v, which is the voltage drop. So first of all I will write the term. What is capital E? Capital E is the EMF of the cell. It is EMF, electromotive force of the cell or battery, whatever we are taking. What is capital V? Capital V is terminal potential difference across external resistance. What is small v? Small v is potential drop across internal resistance of cell as small r. Okay, and I be the current flowing through the circuit. I be the current flowing through the circuit. Okay, these all the informations are given. So again I will stick with the definition of electromotive force, EMF. What is that? If unit charge plus Q charge is here and we are circulating the plus Q charge from here to here, then again from here to here and coming back to this place, back, then whatever work will be done for circulating the unit charge throughout the circuit once, that will be called as electromotive force. पूरे सर्किट में यूनिट चार्ज जब सर्कुलेट होगा कंप्लीटली, जहां से स्टार्ट हुआ था वहां तक, तो उसे हम क्या बोलेंगे? इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स इज नॉट फोर्स, इट इज वर्क डन. So again, work done required to circulate unit charge. यहां से स्टार्ट हुआ यूनिट चार्ज और पूरे सर्किट में एक बार घूम गया और वापस जहां से स्टार्ट हुआ था वहीं आया, तो ही कंप्लीट सर्किट हुआ. So again I will repeat this part. This is very important concept. What is electromotive force? It is amount of work done required to circulate unit positive charge or per unit charge throughout the circuit once. That is called throughout the circuit once, complete circuit. That is called EMF. Now see it carefully. अगर कोई चार्ज यहां से स्टार्ट होता है तो वो पूरे सर्किट में जब यहां से वापस यहां पे आता है तो हम बोलेंगे EMF है उसका. जो भी वर्क डन पर यूनिट चार्ज होगा, that will be called as electromotive force during that one. But अगर चार्ज मैं यहां पे पॉइंट A रिप्रेजेंट कर देता हूं, यहां पे पॉइंट B रिप्रेजेंट कर देता हूं. अगर चार्ज A से B जाता है, कहां से कहां? A से B, तो जो इसके अराउंड पोटेंशियल डेवलप होगा, that will be called terminal potential difference, the difference between them. Again, difference, one is positive terminal, another is negative terminal. Difference between higher potential and lower potential is called terminal potential difference. So one more thing I will say कि हम वो टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल यहां से यहां भी ले सकते हैं और यहां से यहां तक, ऐसे यहां तक का भी पोटेंशियल, बिकॉज इट इज कॉमन, इट इज सेम. पोटेंशियल चेंज तभी होगा, डिवाइड तभी होगा जब एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस होगा. सो वंस अगेन आई विल मेक इट सो क्लियर, पूरे सर्किट में अगर एक यूनिट चार्ज को सर्कुलेट करना है तो जो वर्क डन पर यूनिट चार्ज होगा दैट विल बी कॉल्ड एज इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स. और अगर सिर्फ एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस के क्रॉस चार्ज हम मूव कर रहे हैं, वर्क डन पर यूनिट चार्ज टू सर्कुलेट अक्रॉस एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस, ये एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस है, देन दैट इज कॉल्ड टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. और एक टर्म है, वही चार्ज जो है यहां से जब यहां जाता है एक टर्मिनल से दूसरे टर्मिनल तक इन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट, तो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में जब एक टर्मिनल से दूसरे टर्मिनल तक चार्ज जाता है तो जो वर्क डन पर यूनिट चार्ज होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कंसेप्ट है. सो नाउ आई कैन से कि ये जो ईएमएफ है, इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स, जब चार्ज यहां से स्टार्ट हुआ और पूरे सर्किट में गया तो ये दो पार्ट में स्प्लिट हुआ. एक यहां से लेके यहां तक, दैट इज टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, और दूसरा एक टर्मिनल, एक इलेक्ट्रोड से दूसरे इलेक्ट्रोड तक, दैट इज स्मॉल वी. तो वी कैन से जब पूरे सर्किट में मूव हुआ तो दैट इज कॉल्ड ईएमएफ. तो ईएमएफ उसका किसके बराबर होगा, इसके पोटेंशियल के क्रॉस प्लस इसके पोटेंशियल के क्रॉस, इसके मतलब थ्रू आउट द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. ये बेसिक कंसेप्ट है दैट वी विल राइट अबाउट इट. सो वी कैन से व्हाट इज द टर्म्स, मैं W यहां पे लिखूंगा. व्हाट इज W, व्हाट इज W ओवर हियर, कैपिटल W, तीन पार्ट में है ये. इट इज वर्क डन रिक्वायर्ड टू circulate unit charge throughout the circuit. in short circuit को CKT लिखते हैं. work done required to circulate unit charge throughout the circuit is okay, that is capital W. now W dash क्या है, it is work done required to circulate unit charge through external resistance capital R, and a small work done, that I will write like this W, small work done, that is work done required to circulate unit charge through इलेक्ट्रोड और इलेक्ट्रोलाइट लिख देता हूं मैं, इलेक्ट्रोलाइट is that W. So again I will stick with the basics. Total work done required to circulate unit charge throughout the circuit. ये दो पार्ट में, मतलब ये कैपिटल W है, कैपिटल W. तो कैपिटल W यूटिलाइज इन टू पार्ट्स, एक जो चार्ज को यहां से यहां लेके जाता है या फिर चार्ज को यहां से यहां लेके जाता है, यहां से यहां. तो दैट इज W डैश, एंड दूसरा वर्क डन चार्ज को यहां से यहां लेके जाता है। तो पूरे सर्किट में ये दो पार्ट में स्प्लिट हो गया। सो देयरफॉर वी कैन राइट W इज इक्वल्स टू W डैश प्लस W। एंड अगर हम दोनों साइड्स को Q से डिवाइड कर दें, Q से, तो वी कैन राइट इट W बाई Q will be W dash by Q plus W by Q. But we know what is work done per unit charge, that is the potential. But this work done, see carefully, this work done, capital W, is for the throughout the circuit. And अगर charge throughout the circuit सर्कुलेट होता है तो वो से हम क्या कहते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स, ईएमएफ। तो ये टर्म हमारा हो गया ईएमएफ। एंड अक्रॉस एक्सटर्नल रेसिस्टेंस हुआ तो हम उसे क्या बोलेंगे, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, दैट इज V। ये V हो जाएगा, ये E हो जाएगा और ये स्मॉल v हो जाएगा। क्यों? क्योंकि थ्रू आउट द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट है, तो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट का इंटरनल रेसिस्टेंस हमने क्या मेंशन किया हुआ है, स्मॉल r। स्मॉल r इज द इंटरनल रेसिस्टेंस ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट। सो वी कैन राइट दिस पार्ट एज फर्दर इट इज E is equals to capital V plus V. Already I mentioned what is the term E, V and V. Here I have mentioned everything, E, V and small v. So this is the basic concept regarding this one. Now already I have mentioned what is the internal resistance of a cell, just we can read it now. Internal resistance of a cell, it is represented by small r. What it is? The resistance offered by the electrolyte. What is the electrolyte? Whatever chemicals are inside the battery or cell, that is called electrolyte. To the flow of current is called the internal resistance of the cell. So internal resistance inside it we represent it by small r. So what is the potential drop? It is small v is the potential drop. I can write in potential drop will be, that is small v, that is small v is equals to current is I into small r. This is the potential drop. Now next is the relationship between electromotive force and internal terminal voltage and internal resistance. Means E electromotive force, terminal voltage V and internal resistance small r. What is the relation between them that we can establish? So in this diagram again we have written, we can write, I will take the diagram over here because I want to mention all the terms. Okay. So what are the terms? I is the current, current flowing through the circuit, current flowing through the circuit, and E is the EMF, number of times we have mentioned. And what is capital R? Capital R is the external resistance, What is V? V is equals to IR. It is the terminal potential difference. And what is small v? That is I into small r. It is potential drop. These all the terms we have. Okay. Now what we can observe, here I have already written total resistance of this circuit. Total resistance. It is a closed circuit. It is a closed circuit. In closed circuit, what we are observing? Okay, current will start from here. Any charge will start from here and it will move again till here. Again I will say it will start from here, and when it move to here again, then that is EMF. Amount of work done per unit charge required to circulate unit positive charge throughout the circuit once is called EMF. Number of times I have repeated the definition of electromotive force. So current, what will be total current? Current will be, by Ohm's law we have studied, I is equals to V by R. So here in this case, instead of V, we will write EMF, that is EMF of the cell or the battery, that we will get EMF of cell or battery. Cell we have used, EMF of cell divided by R. R is the total resistance. Total resistance. So therefore current I will be EMF is E upon total resistance. Already we have calculated, it is capital R plus small r. So from here also we can get the relation, that relation whatever we have mentioned, that we can establish that relation over here also. Just by doing the cross multiplication you will get E is equals to I R plus R, but I into capital R plus I into small r, and we know I into R is capital V plus this is small v. Capital V is terminal potential difference, small v is potential drop. Okay, so it is one of the thing, and this is the basic formula, and from here we can get the different formats if we have to calculate internal resistance. So what we were supposed to find out, relationship between the EMF, terminal voltage, EMF, terminal voltage and internal resistance. So it's internal resistance, everything we get. I into R will be this. So more we can write it more simplified way. So suppose we are interested to find out a small r. So how we can find out the small r? Just we can write it by doing the cross multiplication. Already we did till here. Since I is equals to, no, just by doing the cross multiplication. So we'll get E. E is equals to, I will write, E is equals to I R plus R. So we can write E is equals to I into capital R plus I into small r. So E is equals to V plus I into small r, because we want to find out a small r. So I into small r will be E minus V. So small r will be E minus V by I. This is one of the final expression. And different formats may be there. Different formats also may be there that we can derive from here only. But basic concept is this. This formula and this formula are very important for doing the numericals. I will say that concept is very important. If you know the concepts, then this numericals based on this one will be very easy for us. Okay, so now we will move for the next term. Next term we have factors affecting the internal resistance of a cell. So of course internal resistance, that is related, everything will be related through the battery. So the surface area of the electrode, larger surface area of the electrode, less is the internal resistance. It is same as the resistance is inversely proportional to area. In part A we were studied. Resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. If the area of surface area of the electrode will be larger, means bigger, so resistance will be lesser. Okay, second part, the distance between the electrodes, as distance is less, so length we know कि length resistance is directly proportional to length. As length is more, that is the distance between two electrodes is more, so resistance will be more. So distance between the more the distance between the electrodes, greater the internal resistance. So concept we can write here, resistance is direct inversely proportional to area for this part, and resistance is directly proportional to length for this part. We can say in simple way. And next part is the nature and concentration of the electrolyte. Less ions, less ionic and electrolyte, or higher the concentration of electrolyte, greater is the internal resistance, because electrons flow will be affected in that one. That will oppose the motion of flow of electron, flow of charge, or rate of flow of charge. So current will be affected. Next is the temperature of the electrolyte. Higher the temperature of the electrolyte, less is the internal resistance, because as temperature increases, drift velocity of electron also increases, so resistance will decrease. Okay. Next part is the combination of resistors. Combination of resistors. Combination of resistors. What is the? There are the two combinations of resistors. One is the resistances in series combination, and another is resistance in parallel combination. First of all, it is very important to understand us what is the series combination and what is the parallel combination. Wagons of the train are in series combination. एक के पीछे एक ट्रेन के जो डिब्बे होते हैं वो सीरीज में होते हैं, एक दूसरा तीसरा, wagons of the train. We can say simple way, that is an example of series. And parallel का जो रेलवे ट्रैक्स होते हैं, ट्रैक्स, वो कैसे होते हैं, एक दूसरे के पैरेलल होते हैं, एक दूसरे के पैरेलल. मैं क्रॉसिंग की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, क्रॉसिंग इसका एक एक्सेप्शन हो जाएगा, बट जनरली जो रेलवे ट्रैक्स हैं वो कैसे होते हैं, दे आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर. तो हमें आई थिंक सो आइडिया आ गया कि सीरीज कैसा होगा, पैरेलल कैसा होगा. बट ये resistors का. So in this case, what we will observe, we can see there are the three resistances. This is R1, this is R2, this is R3. The train का पहला डिब्बा, ये दूसरा डिब्बा और ये तीसरा डिब्बा. So all are connected in series. So instead of डिब्बा, what is here? Resistance के जगह यहाँ क्या है, resistance. So ये resistance R1, R2 and R3, they are in series. And now these resistances are connected with the source of PNF, that is the battery. And as we switch on key on here, then current will start. So first of all, I will write two very important points. Then आगे फिर हम डिस्कस करेंगे. एक चीज हम ये ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि ये जो टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है इसका, मैं बाद में लिखूंगा भाई. तो यहाँ पे भी है, तो यही भी वो पूरा यहां से यहां तक के लिए भी हुआ. फ्रॉम ए टू बी इसका टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंसेस, राइट. नाउ अब ये पूरा भी है, बट वो भी यहां तीन पार्ट में डिवाइड हो रहा है, यहां पे. सो इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन पोटेंशियल डिवाइड्स and current remains. Current को एक ही पाथ है, there is one single path for the current. So current remains same, but potential difference will divide series. तो मैं एक टर्म लिखता हूँ, important टर्म है ये, in series potential divides. potential divides, potential and current remains same, current remains same. मैंने रीजन भी बता दिया कि क्यों पोटेंशियल डिवाइड होता है, बिकॉज टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस एक ही है, जब हम वो तीन रेजिस्टेंस के क्रॉस उसको करेंगे तो इट विल डिवाइड. तो वी आर गोइंग टू अज्यूम यहाँ का टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस यहाँ से यहाँ तक V1, यहाँ से यहाँ तक that is V2, and from here to here it is V3. So what we are observing, just we can write also. In this diagram we have here resistance, resistances, resistances R1, R2 and R3 are connected in series. Connected in series. And as they are connected in series, so, and one more thing we will write, let V1, V2 and V3 are the potential differences across R1, R2 and R3 respectively. That is about the diagram. What is the we observe. And I be the current. And I be the current. So we can say what we observe, what has been divided, potential. So by the diagram we can say, here V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Because total potential, overall potential was V. Over here it was V. Now that we have been divided in V1, V2 and V3. So sum of V1, V2 and V3, that is equivalent to V, that we have written. That I will say it as equation number 1. Equation 1. And we know since V1, I will write all the information. Sorry. I will write all the information. We will get V is equals to okay, right, we want to write V. So V, okay, V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V. So in general V is IR, but I will write IR equivalent because combination of all the resistances are equivalent. या हम लोग equivalent की जगह R S भी लिख सकते हैं because in series they are in series. तो मैं RS लिख देता हूँ, that will be more better. As for the series, suffix here. V1 is IR1. V1 will be IR1, V2 will be IR2, V3 will be IR3. Why I have written these all the things? Because the rate remains same. What divides? Potential. So we can write reason says V is equal to IR in general. As we can see from here, why I have written V1 is equal to I into R1 because current is same everywhere. Current is same. And resistance across this one is R1 here, I into R2 here, I into R. So what is common in all? We can see therefore I into
सबमिट कैसे कर दिया जब चालू ही नहीं हो तो सबमिट
I is common. We get R1 plus R2 plus R. So I
तो मैंने यही क्लिक किया था
very important relation that is
तो मैंने यही क्लिक किया था ना, कौन सा क्लिक करूं? हाँ वही तो क्लिक किया था.
that I was taken only 3 resistances in series. मैंने यहाँ पे सिर्फ 3 रेजिस्टेंसेस लिए, R1, R2 एंड R3। बट अगर ऐसे n नंबर आप रेजिस्टेंसेस हैं तो हम क्या करेंगे, ऐसे n नंबर पर ऐड करेंगे। तो I can write in general
हो जाएगा कुछ कर देगा तो समझ आएगा। बी ना जाऊँ ना नहीं जाऊँ।
R3. How they are connected? They are in parallel combination. They are in parallel combination. तो as we can see कि यहाँ सोर्स ऑफ बैटरी है और ये दो टर्मिनल्स हैं A एंड B. A टर्मिनल इज कनेक्टेड विद द पॉजिटिव एंड B टर्मिनल इज कनेक्टेड विद द नेगेटिव. तो आई विल से वो चाहे हम यहाँ से अटैच करें या यहाँ से अटैच करें, इट विल बी सेम बिकॉज बीच में और कहीं कोई रेसिस्टेंस इसमें नहीं है. तो इसका रेसिस्टेंस R1 है, इसका R2 है, इसका R3 है. And resistances are in parallel combination and they have the common terminals. All resistances having the common terminals A and B. इसलिए इनका पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस सेम होगा. जो पोटेंशियल R1 के क्रॉस होगा वही R2 के क्रॉस होगा, वही R3 के क्रॉस होगा. बट करंट यहां पे आई है एंड जब ये यहां पे हम लोग देख रहे हैं करंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रहा है तो करंट डिवाइड होता है और पोटेंशियल रिमेन्स सेम. सो वी कैन राइट in parallel combination, in parallel combination what happens? पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन में क्या होता है? पहला पॉइंट हम लोग लिख सकते हैं कि करंट डिवाइड होता है एंड पोटेंशियल रिमेन्स सेम. पोटेंशियल remains same. And second, current divides. Current divides. So what we are observing over here, यहाँ पे terminal potential difference हमारा V है. I will say V is the potential difference over here. So the same potential will be here. It is also V. We can write across this one. It is V. यहाँ पे भी V है और यहाँ पे भी इवन पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज V. सो पोटेंशियल रिमेन्स सेम इन ऑल केस बट करंट डिवाइड्स. तो हियर वी कैन राइट हियर रेसिस्टेंसेस R1, R2 and R3 are connected कैसे हैं ये? इन पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन. लेट I1 करंट डिवाइड होता है, I1, I2 and I3 be the currents across R1, R2 and R3 respectively. respectively. So what we are observing now, as current divides, so total current, whatever is the total current I, that has been divided into I1, I2 and I3. So I can say I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So here we will write that result. Here we are getting I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Let it is equation 1. Current has been divided. I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3 and potential remains same in all cases. So we know since I is equals to V by R. So here we can write therefore I is V by R and I1 will be V by R1. Potential remains same. That is the reason we will write potential V same at every places. So I2 will be V by R2 and I3 will be V by R3. So now these all the values, here I will write RP for parallel. Here we will write, so equation 1 becomes, therefore equation 1 becomes, what is the equation 1? Just we can see, I is V by RP is equals to I1, I have written this. Now I1 we have to write V by R1, I2 plus I3. This is I3. Just a moment. It is I3 equals to, this part I will change. In fact, it is I3 equals to, yes. So I1 is V by R1, I2 is V by R2 and I3 is V by R3. So you will add all the terms. So you will get V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. So V is common in every cases. So V by RP is equals to, V is common in bracket 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So V and V get cancelled. So you are getting 1 by RP is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is for the 3 resistances. And if there is the number of resistances, so in general we can write, in general we can write 1 upon Rp is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. This is the general formula. If number of resistances are connected in parallel combination, or N we will write. Number of resistances connected in parallel combination. Okay. So we finish the theory part of part B of current electricity. In next video we will do the numericals, and just before finishing the video I will request to everyone, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Please press the bell icon for the upcoming videos, information about the upcoming videos. Thank you.